to Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn. Breaking Dawn.
All right, so good morning and welcome to Breaking Dawn this morning. My name is Stephen Reese. We are here. It is Friday morning, and what a Friday it is. Of course, it's always an interesting Friday when Chef is here. I was when I walk in, I see him prepping his stuff. I was like, Chef, what are you making this morning? And the magic words came out of his mouth: saltfish akra. I say he was listening to me, boy. What you show yesterday morning? You understand? So we got some saltfish akra with, I think, some curry chicken and a little piece of bacon. Wait, is? Curry chicken, potato, and some fried bacon. All right, nice, man. Curry chicken, potato, and some fried bacon. All right, but we got some stuff to discuss, and we're going to need your help this morning. As a matter of fact, the Trinidad and Tobago football team desperately need your help this morning. And when I tell you, they desperately need your help. They desperately need our help, nation. All right? So, I don't know if Chef saw it, but I saw it. We're going to talk about that in a little bit. But I tell you, I can't make this up, you know. You all know the Trinidad and Tobago football team. Well, under Gally Cummins, if you go back in the day, it was called the Strike Squad. You remember that, Chef? The Strike Squad. And then, as time moved along, we adopted the name the Soca Warriors. The Soca Warrior name came in for some dispute over the person that actually created the name and the TTFA. So there was this rift and this back and forth. The TTFA apparently was trying to purchase the rights to use the name Soca Warriors, or to continue to use the name Soca Warriors. But the person that created it, boy, if you ask me, I find that real money they was asking for. I think it's something like 750,000 US a year for the next 5 years. And I think the TTFA was willing to pay anywhere between $1 million and $2 million TT dollars. All right? So they had to search for a new name for the team. And somehow, some way, they said they got like 1,000 names or something so submitted, right? Through some survey that they did. I don't know what is the survey, because nobody never walk up to me and ask me anything. I don't know how much people they ask, right? So they said they had 1,000 names. And they sat down in a meeting and they chose one of the names. Chef, did you see the name of the new football team that they chose? I'm almost ashamed to say it, you know. Yeah, boy. The name that they came up with, brace yourself, eh, Chef? If you have oil in the pot, don't drop nothing in it yet, because you might get burned. The name that they came up with for the new football team, for this football team, the new name, is the Trinidad and Tobago Carnival Kings. The Trinidad and Tobago Carnival Kings.
They didn't ask you, they didn't ask me, and nothing, so we don't know how.
Needless to say,
You stop me mid-air here, you know.
the word king, right? To be a king, you have to be a ruler and a conqueror.
Right.
Correct?
Right, correct,
Yes.
right.
What Trinidad and Tobago football team has ever ruled or conquered?
Correct.
Right? So the word king, you have to throw that out immediately. And I don't think the carnival thing, I know. You understand?
You ain't okay with that?
It's just not songing right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It isn't so, you know what I mean? You know, Trinidad and Tobago Strike Squad, Trinidad and Tobago Soca Warriors.
Yeah, yeah.
But Trinidad and Tobago Carnival Kings, right? There's a big step backwards.
Yeah.
I am very sure that my audience could come up with a name.
Correct.
And we could they laugh in the back there? I am very sure that my audience could come up with a name. I think we have some very intelligent people that call this program. And I think they could come up with a name.
I think so.
During the call sessions, if you have a name for the Trinidad and Tobago football team, feel free to blurt it out while you make your comments on the various issues we will be discussing this morning. All right? Have fun with it. You never know.
Never know.
You might put forward a name, and part of the name that you put forward and part of somebody else's name might gel, and that's it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I mean, right now we're in the World Cup qualifiers. We have the other international break, I think, happening in November.
Yeah.
I think so. And well, we just got 1 point on the table with the draw against Curacao. But I do think that this team has a lot of potential, especially with the new grandparent bill that was passed in the parliament, which will allow athletes or persons living outside of Trinidad and Tobago with heritage here, as far back as their grandparents,
the other countries have been
to
doing
play
that.
for Trinidad and Tobago.
The other countries do that.
Yeah. I think people like Jadon Sancho, who cannot make the English national team, will have no problem coming back and playing for Trinidad. It could only strengthen the team. Right now, we need a little midfield. So Dwight York could fill some gaps there. And I think we're going to be very competitive and we could make it to the World Cup. I honestly think so. We have enough time because we still had to play Curacao again.
Yeah.
We had to play Jamaica again. And who's the other team in the group?
Bermuda.
Right? We have a very easy group. But we would like to finish first and qualify automatically.
Correct.
Because I think those who finish second in the group, there is a playoff.
Yeah.
Right, so that's what's happening. All right? But I think we have a terrific chance of making the World Cup with the amount of spots available to CONCACAF.
Yeah.
So, man, we need to get a better name. I'm not rolling up in that World Cup day as the Trinidad and Tobago Carnival Kings at all. I'm sorry. It ain't happening. We ain't feeling that one. But my audience will come up with a name. We will submit it to the TTFA. All right? In the meantime, front page of the paper this morning, Duke clashes with THA presiding officer and the government activates retired police crime fighter Johnny Abraham will head the NOC, the National Operations Center. Well, I know that it was shut down, so apparently it will now reopen. And Johnny Abraham, at the age of 68, he will soon be appointed as the head of the National Operations Center, an elite unit within the Ministry of Homeland Security. Abraham himself confirmed this while speaking with Newsday on September the 25th. Now, the former officer who retired as a senior superintendent was perceived by many to be a no-nonsense officer and was often praised by the public for his approach to crime fighting. Abraham said he was approached with the offer by Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander, who is also a former police officer. And Abraham said Alexander is aware of his skill set and believed he could still contribute to the national security setup. I think so too. And Johnny is a fan of the program too, a fan of Breaking Dawn. He has called in on a few occasions leading up to the election and last year and that kind of thing. He was very, he was talking about the crime situation. So I know he had no nonsense, man. Yeah, I think even at 68, you know what I mean? I think he still has a role and function. He could still strategize. He has spoken to me personally in private capacity about strategies and so on and so forth. And I think a lot of his ideas and strategies, he said, listen, I think there was a time he told me, he said, policing is policing or something to that effect now. You understand? You must have, police presence must be at the fore of any of policing on the whole. It's the ultimate deterrent, right? Although these days, with man robbing fast food outlets right next to our police station, I don't know, Anyway. But we'll see. We'll see. Congratulations to Johnny Abraham, man. CDS and prisons head right to Homeland Security detained prison officers' treatment outlined. All right, the Chief of Defense Staff, Air Marshal Daryl Daniel, and Acting Prison Commissioner Hayden Ford have submitted separate memoranda to the Homeland Security Ministry responding to allegations by senior prison officer Gat Guada that his detention at Tetron Barak Shagaramas is deplorable and inhumane, and the ministry has since denied all of Guada's allegations. All right, Tanku says SNP hails Trinidad and Tobago's resilience and urges reforms. That's Standard and Pause. Okay? I wonder if that's the report I got yesterday, boy. Well, they could read that. That's on page 4. Duke and THA presiding officer clash. Burris says, I'm still Secretary of Tourism. Autopsy today on woman found dead at Clifton Hill Beach. Sad. Tanku to address the NIB in budget presentation. I want to go back and show all your article from a few years ago, as of 2018. December 2018. I want to bring back an article from December 2018 and show all you. Because when I said it back then, people was disputing that with me. Eh? But I get the article. One of my viewers sent it to me. Attorney of ex-fireman who wins at Privy Council says Public Service Commission members must resign. Trinidad and Tobago recommits to fight on transnational crime. Contractor freed of 8-year-old fraud charges. This is another fraud matter that collapsed. You know why? Remember Vicky Boudram? Like every Friday we come in here, somebody will go for a fraud charge. Thank God. Well, anyone already on a fraud charge? Or they'll get off next week Friday, don't worry. 8 years after he was slapped with 6 charges alleging he defrauded the state of almost $600,000 using checks, a La Romaine contractor was freed by the High Court. Master Whitney Franklin discharged Ian Jahor on September the 25th after the state conceded it was unable to sustain the charges against him. Prosecutors filed 11 witness statements from 6 civilians and 2 police officers. That order? Well, you could file 11 witness statements from 6 civilians and 2 police officers. There are only 8 people. They're supposed to have 8 witness statements. Not so? But there's got a bonus statement added if the first one somewhere else go out. Now in July 2024, the matter was transferred to the Master's Court and the High Court, where directions were given to the defense and prosecution to file submissions on the quality of evidence against Jahor. And on May 12th, Jahor's attorney, Kevin Ratiram, argued that a number of the documents which the prosecution was seeking to tender into evidence were inadmissible in law. He also argued there was insufficient evidential basis to admit the documents, while noting that the prosecution failed to call the man to whom Jahor had allegedly given the checks. Ratiram contended this was fundamental to proving the case against his client, and the prosecution had failed to establish sufficient evidence for the case to proceed to trial. So basically, the prosecution failed to supply evidence. Again. Basically, that's it. That's the long and short of that story. Right? Once upon a time, happily ever after. Story done. New board appointed to Exim Bank. So the Exim Bank has a new board. And it is headed by Deputy Chairman, or the chairman is Edwin Charaya. All right, Edwin Charaya. This one we'll get into in a little bit. Attorneys for detained senior prison officer insist that Alexander is abusing his authority. I'll get back to that. And what we got? The teacher that was caught with cocaine has been sent on a psychological evaluation. A primary school teacher who was arrested with cocaine at the institution's compound earlier this week has been ordered to undergo psychiatric evaluation. The 49-year-old man appeared before Master Kimitria Gray on September the 25th and was ordered to undergo an evaluation for 14 days beginning on September 26th. Upon completion, he would be remanded into custody and the medical report would be sent to the court. The next hearing is October the 16th. Why? Because you had to be mad to walk into a primary school with cocaine? I don't think I'd be mad, I think I'd be stupid. You think stupidity is a mental disorder? I think stupidity is just stupidity. Huh? I don't know. Well, you know. Vandals hit Karapachaima West Secondary School. They overturned the garbage bins, broke into classrooms, and they overturned the security booth. Yeah? I don't know. Who break in there? He-Man and Hulk? What trouble is this? Trinidad and Tobago establishes diplomatic ties with Monaco. And those are some of the headlines in the paper this morning. All right. Paulo Kernahan has a very interesting article here with the headline, "Are Some Murders Unpreventable?" I'm going to have to take a read in this article later. I can't read it now. All right? I can't read it now. All right. So those are some of the headlines in the paper this morning. Headlines. Now, before we proceed, Chef, you're in the Breaking On Christmas party, right? You know that? Right, good. So Chef is in the Breaking On Christmas party this year. Saturday, December the 13th is the date. We're getting ready for that. All right? Center of Excellence Garden Sanctuary. The tickets will be out September the 30th. Today's the 26th. So tickets will be out in 4 days' time at various sports and games outlets. I'll give you the outlets on Monday. All right? So I'll hold some, not on Monday, on Tuesday, sorry. On Tuesday. Today's 26, right? 27, 28, 29, 30. Right. The 30th is Tuesday. So we'll give you those outlets. All right? And you will be able to purchase online as well at trinbagoevents.com. All right? So everything's going to be made available to you very soon. And I hope that people go out and they purchase the tickets as early as possible. Put on your ticket. Right. And the Christmas party this year was fantastic last year. We are urging people with businesses to buy the tickets for your employees just as we did last year and send your employees to the party. Don't go and bear the expense of throwing a Christmas party when you could get Chup and Stefan to handle decor, drinks, entertainment. All you have to buy is food. It's food on sale. But very soon, and reasonable food too. Yes, last year, Chef was selling ribs for about $50. $50 a big box of ribs. Let me see the ribs. I said, Chef, what is you doing? He said, nah, I ain't really come to make no money, you know. Chup and Chef, you understand? And Chup and Stefan. You understand? Chup and Chef and Stefan on here this morning. The chupidi bad, you know.
Two chupidi.
Two chupidi. Yeah. You know? But you're getting it premium drinks inclusive. We haven't raised the price. It's the same price it was last year, $400. I don't want nobody message me telling me about Stefan and the phone and you could have thing and listen, that is unbelievably reasonable in the context of market value. I ain't justifying nothing. You're getting premium drinks, live entertainment. You understand? And you're getting a good time. And remember, we give to our charity. You understand? So most people would charge about $500 for that ticket. I still
Minimum,
stay that
minimum 500.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It will start at 500.
But I'm telling you, yeah. they don't know, you know.
It will
They really
start at
doesn't know.
500.
They doesn't know. But nevertheless, bring out your people, bring out your friends, have a good time. People will tell you that last year was tremendous. People really enjoyed themselves, boy. I ain't lying, including Anna Roberts. Yeah. And then end up on the stage last year, you know, Anna Roberts. Sensational Sammy come to play, and next thing I hear Breaking Dawn. I hear this person, I turn around. When I look at Anna Roberts grab a mic and mic it, and I don't know how they came off the stage, huh? But he had a ball of a time last year. Damian Lyder was there as well, along with a couple other people. I think Pitt passed through. Greenwich was there. I know Greenwich was sure. I think Pitt was on assignment. Yeah. You know what I mean? But all in all, I mean, it's always be a real good event.
Mr. Barco was there.
Barco is always here. But you have to leave early.
Somebody met me yesterday, and they told me when they come to the Christmas party, they want to see Mr. Barco.
Yeah. Barco was there, but Barco left early last year. Early. Because they had some other commitment.
Yeah.
And, but he did come.
Yeah.
He come in a pretty color shirt. But this year is where whiter people is our white thing. All right? Anyway, while Chef is here, let me just remind you about the courses starting from tomorrow, the 27th of September. You got the Baking and Pastry 2 and the Creative International Cuisine course. Those two courses, you got to get yourself registered if you haven't done so. This is the last minute registration here. Today's the last day, being the day before. So if you haven't got in, you have the opportunity to get in now. Ramsing Plaza, Chaguanas is the location. You can call or WhatsApp Chef on 3724639 or 7375097. He also has, starting on the 4th of October, the food costing restaurant and catering workshop. And the Certificate in Culinary Arts program is on the 15th of November. And on a date to be announced, there will be the Diploma in Culinary Arts. And he'll explain the difference between the certificate and the diploma in the second hour. All right, we'll get a little insight into that. Also, Culinary, they got a range of products, and it's all backed by science and research and clinical trials, all made from the aged garlic extract. You have the cleanse and digestion, the blood pressure health, the cholesterol health, the total heart health, and the Keolic circulation health. They also have the Keo green powder drink mix and the Keodophilus probiotics. So you can pick it up at a pharmacy or a health store across the country, any one of those products in the Keolic range. And for more information on the products, you can always WhatsApp 728-0338. That is 728-0338. So you have a question on the cholesterol health, just WhatsApp them there and they will answer and give you all the information that you need. Also, I want to remind you about elders, because of course we have to congratulate everyone who completed their CXC and CSEC exams. But if you are feeling uncertain about your next steps, look no further. Elders is excited to announce free CAPE classes, including CAPE Law, which is taught by the esteemed Mrs. Pamela Elder SC. And if you're disappointed with your CSEC results, don't give up. Your journey isn't over. Step into success with Elders classes, where a legacy of exceptional teaching helps students rise, rebuild, and reach their full potential. So they offer a diverse range of CSEC subjects and SAT prep classes at affordable rates and flexible times. So explore what Elders has to offer on Facebook and Instagram, and you could reach out to them on 627-8632 or 715-5480. Remember, it is Elders, tried, trusted, and proven. We take the first break. When we come back, is Roger Alexander abusing his power? We'll get your thoughts on that. And don't forget, when you call in, during the break, think of a name. What can we call the new Trinidad and Tobago football team? Called Carnival Kings ain't cutting it. Stay tuned.
This is TNT's first gospel choir event of its kind. It's finally here. This is Divine Harmony. Choirs from all over the country will vie for over $250,000 in prizes. Semi-final round, the East-West Corridor, Saturday, September 20th, Central and South Trinidad, Saturday, September 27th, and Tobago, Saturday, October 4th. To register, call 719-9599. TNT, get ready. This is Divine Harmony.
Protection that moves to your beat. Protect your home with Armor Security. With 24/7 monitoring, instant alerts, motion sensors, and rapid response, you and your loved ones stay protected day and night. Sign up for the Protector or Commander package today and get a free security camera and installation. Armor Security, powered by Flow, in partnership with All Pro Security. We keep your rhythm flowing. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
Welcome to South Point Hotel Barbados, your gateway to a luxury oasis of tranquility, comfort, and impeccable service. Nestled along the popular south coast of Barbados, South Point Hotel is a true haven for those seeking relaxation, rejuvenation, and unforgettable experiences. From the moment you arrive, you'll be enveloped by an ambiance of serenity that effortlessly blends with the stunning flora and fauna surrounding you. The accommodations are spacious, elegant, and thoughtfully designed to ensure maximum comfort. Each room offers a perfect retreat where you can unwind, rejuvenate, and be pampered with the exceptional service of attentive staff. Indulge in the extraordinary at Driftwood, the in-house restaurant where culinary excellence meets coastal charm. Driftwood's menu is a celebration of fresh, local ingredients, expertly crafted to create a dining experience that will take your palate on a delightful gastronomic journey the Bajan way. Whether you're here to relax by the pool, enjoy a delicious meal, or explore the enchanting beaches nearby, every moment at South Point Hotel is crafted to exceed your expectations. Book your stay today and immerse yourself in the luxury oasis that South Point Hotel offers. Discover a destination where every detail is thoughtfully curated for your enjoyment. South Point Hotel Barbados, creating memories that last a lifetime. For reservations, email them at reservations@southpointhotelbarbados.com or call 1246-424-7744 or check out the website www.southpointbarbados.com.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsayn, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor, and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses, starting at just $595, to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
You looking stressed out? Why, if you need no real pressure right now, trying to register for my associate degree. It's real expensive, plus I have no maths. I didn't pass maths, real pressure. You know what to do, are you? Oh, you looking happy, so?
But I must be happy. I get all my subjects, plus I get one in law. So I looking to go and register to do my law degree right now.
Serious?
But why you didn't do Form 6 like me? In LS, it's free, plus your parents could save money for your university as well. And you could even do your maths at the same time.
I could do over my maths?
I'm telling you. Let me go now and register.
I have to go and sign up for it.
But you sticking, you should have come here a long time, you know.
Well, I'm so glad you told me about this. I'm really thankful.
We offer a wide range of CSEC subjects and SAT prep classes. We are tried, trusted, and proven.
All right, people, so we're back. So first off this morning, we're going to open the phone line and take some calls on the Alexander issue. I'm going to read you a little part of the article. Give me the emergency powers there. One of our callers called in and mentioned this yesterday morning. And don't forget, when you're calling, I want a name for the new Trinidad and Tobago football team. So attorneys for detained senior prison officer insist that Alexander is abusing his authority. Attorneys for Acting Assistant Superintendent of Prisons Gart Guada maintain their allegation that Homeland Security Minister Roger Alexander is abusing the emergency powers to unlawfully detain their client. In a swift response to the minister's attorneys, Guada's legal team said his detention under a preventative detention order is unjustified, disproportionate, and politically motivated. Attorney Crystal Primus alleges that Guada is being kept in a cell and tortured on the orders of the minister. Primus responded to a pre-action response from Alexander's attorneys on September the 24th. And in their response, attorneys Anand Ramlogan SC, Lester Charaya, Lemuel Murphy, and Jared Jagru, who represent Alexander, rubbished claims that the minister engaged in unauthorized meetings with incarcerated gang leaders before the 2025 general election. They also denied claims that Guada has been denied access to legal counsel or prevented from attending a hearing of the review tribunal in his challenge of his preventative detention order. How could he be denied access to legal counsel when he have a lawyer writing them? Huh? Well, for the lawyer to know, or the lawyer to get the information on whether Alexander went to the prison and made a visit, or that he's being tortured on the minister's command, but he must have access to legal counsel, that's all. Otherwise, the lawyer wouldn't know. Anyway, right, so they denied claims that he was being access to legal counsel and prevented from attending a hearing of the review tribunal in his challenge of the preventative detention order. Let me see, boy. They went on to say, quote, "There can be no claim of failure to bring your client before the tribunal," Jagru wrote, citing technical difficulties at Tetron Barak Shagaramas on September the 18th, which caused delays and setbacks. The detention of your client has at all times complied fully with the safeguards prescribed by the Emergency Powers Regulations 2025. Review procedures have been followed, and the tribunal continues to exercise independent oversight of your client's detention. And they went on to talk about all visits being lawful in terms of Roger Alexander's visits to the prisons, and so on and so forth. But this whole, what is the situation with this Guada fella, boy? Huh? I'm trying to figure it out. That, and of course we have Johnny Abraham will now head the National Operations Center. They've brought him back from retirement. So let's get your thoughts on a couple of those things there as we get things cracking this morning. I'm going to open the phone line. All the talk. The NIS matter I want to get to real quick too. I'll see if I could squeeze that in the first hour before we look at a situation. There was a report concerning Commissioner of Police. He was given a gift by the lady that they rescued, the kidnapped victim that they rescued recently. They had a meeting with him. It was in the paper. It was a nice story. All right? People said in names, boy. People said in names. I'll go through some of the names people said in. But 327-7400, you can give us a call. Let me get your thoughts on this whole Johnny Abraham coming back into the before as part of the Protective Services running the National Operations Center. And of course, your thoughts on this whole now new allegation saying that Alexander somehow is responsible for torture. And look, hello, good morning.
Morning, Stefan.
Yeah, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fine, thank you. What a beautiful Friday. What a beautiful Friday morning. First, I
Yep.
would say, Mr. With this new guy they're bringing there, you welcome him. You welcome him.
Right.
Good. And he's going to do a good job, right? But you hit me something this morning where I want to have it on my chest for a long time. Yes, I even started writing a kaiso on it. And that's where the football is concerned. You understand? Where the name is concerned, right? That name is a big problem. That's just to bring down the fellas and them more than ever. I have a better one for you, right?
What's the name?
Trinidad and Tobago talking footballers.
Trinidad and Tobago what?
Talking footballers. Yeah, Trinidad and Tobago talking footballers. Stefan, let me tell you something. If FIFA
go ahead, understand.
Update. Listen. A league, we are talking footballers. You cannot beat Trinidad and Tobago. Mind you, I have a team already. First one I have is Andre. He's coach captain together. Stefan, I go bring you inside too, but you ain't easy, So we will talk football.
All right, man, no problem.
So I wish them for the best everything.
Oh, God.
If they succeed with the name, no problem. You understand what I mean? But Alexander, he will do a job too.
All right, man. But thanks a lot. There's a story here on page 4 where the detained prison officers' treatment is outlined. And they have different parts of the story, medical checks on Guada and all these things. So this whole thing with this Guada fella, I don't know, but it's something, I don't know. He looked like he tried his best, yes? Hey, morning.
Yeah, morning, sir.
Yeah, man.
I want to bring attention. You see, Trinidad and Tobago have a human resources management issue. We have lawyers, dime a dozen here working in the government service, but they're not utilized properly. If there was, like in England, they have the solicitor and the barrister. If there was somebody who desirous probably of not going to court and so on, and they're working lawyer.
You're breaking up a little bit.
And cute.
You're breaking up.
Now?
Go ahead.
You hear me, sir?
I hear you clear now, but you was breaking up just now.
Right. Yeah, if every day a lawyer attached to the government who was seeking the interest of the government went and interview and document issues that might concern border with having, in fact, have all these allegations, the things would be much better and would appear to be much fairer in Gorda's favor.
Okay.
In addition to that, very quickly, I want to say, I called you with an example yesterday. And if it is, you and I was...
I know it's the problem. That's now. The same thing happened, fellas. The thing connect with downstairs. Right, go ahead, caller.
Right. Yeah, yesterday I called you with an example of a possible conflict of interest. And the caller after me, like, I think they didn't understand what I say, but if it is you and I was good, and I give you a contract, that would be a conflict of interest.
Yes.
And if things between you and I was bad, and I didn't give you a contract because you're qualified, that would also be a conflict
of interest, yes.
Of interest. And that is the situation with Alexander here. We don't know how good things was or how bad, but he was wearing two hats. One as police officer, Alexander, and one as Minister of Homeland Security, Alexander, who have to deal with the same man, right, in wearing the two hats. That is the issue there.
Okay, no problem. But, all right, but on the two-hat thing, I don't know, when he went into the prison, he was not yet in politics. He was still a police officer. as it relates to the accusation of him going to see gang leaders. Now he's the Homeland Security Minister, but I understand, he had to deal, I understand what you're saying, to that extent. Morning.
Morning, Stefan.
What's up?
Well, what was it? The son.
All right, nice one. Talk to us.
The lead attorney in this matter would like, what do you call name?
Guada.
Guada, after speaking for Guaido, yeah?
Yeah.
But the lead attorney for that is not Sanjay Buru, the political leader, the PNM?
I don't know. I am seeing Primus, Crystal Primus.
No. He is part of the legal. There he was in the center. I saw him on TV6. Sanjay Buru. Yeah.
Okay.
So what that tells you?
Okay.
What that tells you?
All right.
PNM hatch out that whole thing to bring money in Alexander House now. So that's what they're trying to do.
Okay.
Sanjay Buru is the lead attorney. If you research our matter, you will see him there in the middle.
Okay, all right.
He's the deputy political leader of the PNF, right? And I am a name for the team, the Super Warriors, not Super, Super.
The Super Warriors.
SUP, yeah, Super Warriors. But they name them down there.
All right, no problem.
Conflict at all there.
Cool. Yeah, and you know, the first caller said the Trinidad and Tobago talking footballers. If talking was a sport, they can't be Trinidad at all.
Morning, Stefan. They go Central, are you going?
Yeah, they go Central. Go ahead.
Well, you know, man, at work used to have a song long time called Be Good, Johnny.
Yeah.
You know that tune?
Yeah.
Thank God Johnny Abraham is back in the fray, and that's a positive thing. Because, you know, Johnny is a man going to get things done.
Yeah.
And pertaining to the Alexander thing, that is smokes and mirrors, boy. It's like a magician show going on. They're just throwing mud at our wall and hoping something sticks. And pertaining now back to the football side. Now, me personally, I never liked Soca Warriors because for years I was a member of a cycling club called the Warriors Cycle Club. And that I always hold that name close to my heart as a cyclist because I was back in the 80s and the 90s, one of the top cycling clubs ever passed through Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
So anybody take the name Warriors, I never really adapted it. And the new name, no better. So, but they could go back to the strike squad, man. To me, that was the essence of the football team back in the day. That was in the time too when I used to support football in Trinidad and Tobago. And that was when football was at its purest and its best in my mind, back when it was the strike squad and Gali coming in those days. They break my heart when we lose our game, and that was my last day taking on Trinidad football, but we could always come back with the new coach and we could give them a chance again. I mean, but we will always go back to the strike squad. I don't know why they stopped with the strike squad for.
Yeah, but York was part of that team, not so when he was real young.
Well, this is what I'm telling you. Exciting in those days, right? Was one of the best sides that ever passed. In terms of just how they used to play and the way they used to carry themselves as players. You know what I mean? It was a difference, boy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We could bring back that national pride and bring back the old name. You know what I mean? We don't have to go and look. That new name sounds like it's a party or it's a fete or something. I mean,
yeah, that Carnival Kings thing and walking.
Culture, but it don't belong in football. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, I not feeling it for football either. Yeah.
Trinidad and Tobago FC and call it a Trinidad and Tobago Football Club. I mean, I don't like it. It's neither here nor there, and it doesn't make no difference in my life. But
alright, man.
Something better than that. Take care.
Alright, cool. Now we gotta get a name for the squad, man. Hello, good morning. We gotta get a name for the squad, man.
Very, very good morning to you, Stefan.
Alright, what's up?
Right, man, I good. So today's Friday, right? And you know, we just take it light, you see.
Yeah.
So I'm going to break the ice again. We have to be careful with the renaming and naming of anything.
Right.
Remember what happened to when Lever Brothers Gay Flamingos went to the States and the whole stadium was packed up in minutes. The other side, the Ampan side, Lever Brothers Gay Flamingos.
Repeat that?
The stadium full in minutes. All the best, take care.
Wait, I didn't hear him clearly there, no? I didn't hear that clearly, but nevertheless. Morning, morning. What's going on, my brother?
I'm there, my brother. The issue with Mr. Alexander, I think it's the correspondence that was sent to the prisons should have followed up with a correspondence from the prison. I'm not hearing anybody reading where the commissioner of prisons gave the blessings for them to visit the prison. If the police commissioner wrote the prisons commissioner.
Yeah, that would be Suzette Martin, DCP Martin. Yeah, go ahead.
And there is no follow-up correspondence from the prison giving permission for them to enter. You read where the correspondence was sent to DCP Martin, through her office, made the request. But where is the correspondence from the prison giving permission for them to come? Have a pleasant.
All right, no, you have any name for the new football team?
I agree with the caller before. Let's go back to the strike squad.
The strike squad? All right. I think anybody owns the strike squad, boy. Anybody own that name? I don't think so, you know. I don't know why they don't just go back to the strike squad and true, because last night I taken our fresh air and I saying, boy, what kind of name you could come up with, boy? And then I said, but strike squad was so pure. You know what I mean? I think they could go back to that. Morning. Morning.
Morning, Mr. Stefan.
Yeah, what going on, man?
I said you read the article and the lawyer representing the
Guada.
individual in detention.
Yeah, Guada.
She used the word torture.
Yeah.
The torture in this man, allegedly.
Mm-hmm.
You know it's torture? Torture is what it is having I think them old time war movie and when they capture Vietnamese, capture Americans.
Yeah, when they hold you and thing and you're a prisoner of war.
Yeah.
A POW.
An insurrectionist.
Yeah.
Yeah, an insurrectionist capture men of war.
Right.
So the judge have the authority to visit the inmate. He or she could do anything.
Right.
I some years ago, it had an incident, it had a case, and a judge went inside the prisons, and we get to realize what inside them prison is about.
Right.
Remember that case?
Right.
And the judge, I think the minister at the time went into, and the detail what going on inside the prison and the situation when it comes to prisoners and how they're kept.
Mm-hmm.
Torture is a serious word, isn't it?
That's why when I read it, I kind of laugh. I kind of, you know,
torture,
not laugh as in funny, you know, but laugh as in shocked, because they would use the word torture.
And he's being denied. When I hear torture, I said he mustn't get salt. The curry chicken must have no salt in it or something.
Well, now you see, he went into the prison to talk to gangsters, right? And somehow or the other, Guada overheard the conversation, because according to Guada, it was about state contract. Although Alexander at the time was not into politics yet, and he didn't even get screened to be a candidate, because that seat of Tunapuna, that was one of the seats announced very late by the UNC.
So if Mr. Guada, I don't know if I mispronounce his name. But anyway, if this Mr. wasn't detained and he wasn't in the situation he in right now, this so-called information he put out in the public domain against the minister, this would have ever been reached the newspaper?
Well, my thing is, why this information didn't come out when Alexander was running for Tunapuna?
I want to know, if this Mr. wasn't detained, this information right now that he put out in the public domain, we will never know. We'll never supposedly know about it.
Because if I wanted to, if I have something personal, or I think that that an individual did something that was wrong, and I see them running in an election to go up for a seat to become an MP in a marginal constituency, by the way, I bust the mark.
Yeah.
I bust the mark then and there to prevent them from getting into office in the first place. But we didn't hear nothing about that when the election was going on.
No, I ain't nothing about that. And maybe if this man wasn't detained, we would have never heard nothing about anything.
That's what I'm saying.
Supposedly, allegedly.
So,
and a good I don't believe you know, a good name for this I surprised the person should have be some form of patriot and come to negotiate if the person really want money to use soca warriors or just using soca warriors for so much and so much a years.
Yeah.
And the person, I believe the person never get no payment. Right? Just be a patriot and lead them with the name. That is all. What happened? You ain't really lost nothing. You lost 10 acres of sweet potato. Somebody thief out on the money in the bank. You ain't lost nothing. And if you're looking for a good name, if you're looking for a good call them PNM. That is all. The best name in the world is PNM. How you going?
I don't have problem, no problem, Lord have mercy, oh God. Only hold up, I don't go to the break, I don't go to the break. No, but I think when you come up, there is something, it's called intellectual property, right? Brandberg is actually an attorney that specializes in intellectual property outside of criminal law, that he also practices, right? Intellectual property is one of the things that he deals with, right? And the guy ought to be paid for the name. But, I mean, if the TTFA say, look, we could offer you between 1 and 2 million. $1 million at the lowest, as the lowest negotiating figure, and 2 million at the highest. Right? If it was me, I take it. I'd take the 2 million and call our judge. Right? Because what you're asking for, you're asking for 750,000 US a year for the next 5 years, or something to that effect, right? I'll pull up the article in a little bit. And TTFA does decide, okay, no problem. We're going to get a new name. So now you get nothing. You understand? So in the context of what the caller say, you don't get nothing all the time. Now, you know, you want X amount of money for it. Now you'll just get nothing. When you could have, you could have get a check for $2 million, ka-ching, ka-ching, and that's that. You understand? I don't know if they were just fighting to keep the name or whatever, but really and truly it's about time we rebrand the team. That time has passed. That's in 2006. But I don't see any problem with going back to a name like the Strike Squad. But Carnival Kings, only throw that in a dustbin. Find a dustbin for that. All right? When the corporation pass, make sure the bag outside so they could throw it in the truck and take it down to the dump. That we ain't feeling that at all. We ain't feeling that at all. Anyway, set while aboard, he has the Holistic Health Clinic, and it's powered by nutritional therapy. Stop managing a disease because you have the opportunity to reverse them naturally, and they specialize in reversing several diseases from cancer to hypertension and more. So it's drug-free, supplement-free, root cause healing through nutritional therapy. You could call or WhatsApp SET today on 279-3935 or 761-1952. Book your appointment today. Rebuild your health from the inside out naturally. That's set while aboard. And of course, do not forget, when we're talking about security, while Johnny Abraham is back in the mix at the National Operations Center, don't forget that if you can get non-stop protection with Armor Security, with 24/7 monitoring, instant alerts, motion sensors, and rapid response, you and your loved ones stay protected day and night. Armor Security powered by Flow in partnership with All Pro Security. Protection that moves to your beat. Visit discoverflow.co for details. We will be back after this with a little information on NIS and a nice little gesture from a kidnapped victim who was saved by the police. They gave the commissioner a nice gift. We'll just feature that and get into the NIS issue. All right, stay tuned. And I'm still looking for a name for the Trinidad and Tobago football team. We're still looking for a name. We'll be back. Oh, before we go, wait, hold on. Chef has delivered some akra. You know, chef, that is a day, you know. I know use my real boy now. If I had doubts before, I know for sure the relationship that we have, nobody can get in between it. Not a soul could interfere with this chemistry. Trust me on that, my brother. Only you could deliver this morning. Waste our time in the back there, them two fellas. They don't understand it, they don't understand. They eating already? They eating already? They get the bacon, the curry chicken and thing already? Or the bacon, the curry chicken? Or this is appetizer? Well, let me appetize myself while you're taking this commercial break. And what kind of sauce you give me? A tamron? A nice tamron sauce? Go to break. Go to
Okay, honey, let me call you back now. And now seeing her coming through the door, and I'm sure is the results she coming with. That's your father. He's so excited about these results. Let me see.
It's not looking very good.
Ooh, 5 in maths, 4 in English. This really not looking good. But don't worry. Just this morning, I see elders' classes advertised online, so we will go across to elders and let them put you on the right path, okay?
We offer a wide range of CSEC subjects and SAT prep classes. We are tried, trusted, and proven.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerators parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Have you thought about where you're going for lunch today? Well, Tante's Creole Food serves the best in local dishes at a great price. They're located at Alta's Panyard, Duke Street, Port of Spain. They offer the best in Creole, Chinese, and curry dishes. Don't miss their after-work special and soup Saturdays. It's cow heel, oxtail, pigtail, and chicken foot soup. And also, fish broth is on the menu. Give them a call or WhatsApp 734-3398 or simply visit them at the All-Star Panyard, Duke Street, Port of Spain. Safe and secure parking is also available. Tante's Creole Food, the best in town. Check them out today.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today, either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Open Minds Education, Trinidad and Tobago. Hear me now. Click in, level up. School up on your phone, you know.
Learn today, lead tomorrow. We're ready for your growth. Farm 5, C6, adult class, take the oath. No traffic, no stress, just log in and post. Open Minds Education, TNT we both.
You want pass exam? Cool, we start that. Replay the lesson till the knowledge lock back. Real teacher with feedback, no copy, no chat.
At Adams Optical, we care for your vision with everything from stylish frames, contact lenses, and sunglasses. starting at just $595 to advanced eye care services. We also diagnose and manage conditions like glaucoma and cataracts with our in-house ophthalmologist. Additional services include OCT, VFT, and cataract surgeries. Visit us at San Fernando, Chaguanas, or Rio Claro.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Lisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Lisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Lisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Lisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
I don't care this morning, you know. I don't care. I really don't care. Chef?
Good day. And we Friday go in here. So nice we Friday go in here. What a nice. And we curry chicken ready. So we're going down the road just now.
Chef, I'll cry, you know. I'll tell you I'll cry. I'll cry this morning.
Nice
Good
one.
Lord. How is the yakra? How's the yakra?
The yakra?
You have any special?
No, it's just the, with the flour. But my version is my flour with my baking powder. I wash and boil my saltfish, put it in the processor, mix it with the flour, the baking powder, and fresh chopped green seasoning.
Fresh?
Fresh chopped. But the ideas always tell, like when we're in class, I always tell students, don't chop or blend your don't chop your season for the juices to run, because all the flavor will run out there. Or don't try not to blend your seasoning because all the juices will run off. So I think what gives the different flavor is when you chop it, not for the juices run. So everything entwined in one day as well. So there's no salt because the saltfish already has its salt already. And that's it. Simple.
You get tamarind sauce from?
Tamarind sauce all over. So it's easy just to boil on your tamarind. If you have fresh tamarind, you boil it down, make it into a puree, flavor it up. A little bit of sugar ready to cut the acidity. It's really sugar to cut the acidity, a little salt. That's it. Some people put green season in it and different, but tamarind has some sweet tamarind, has some sour tamarind. It all depends on the tamarind you get. You don't necessarily need to put as much as well too. But you must put sugar to cut the acidity as well too. And that's it.
Chef, while I eat my last sakura, could you tell us the difference between the certificate in culinary arts and the diploma?
Yeah. The certificate in culinary arts is what we have been doing for the last 2 years. It's the same level as a diploma 1,
right?
3 months course. So what we have done, I've collaborated, the Chef Shah's Culinary Academy have collaborated with the AHA Miro Institute, a local approval center for City Angles. We had collaborated together, and now we are offering, we got the approval from City Angles, so we are offering the diploma in culinary arts level 3 City Angles from the UK. That is leading up to tertiary education now. Yeah, and that certificate is recognized, that diploma is recognized in over 80 countries. So the prerequisite getting to the level 3 is our certificate in culinary arts. Or if you have 4 years working in the industry already.
Okay.
Yeah. Up until last night we did the flyer. So our tentative date to start that level 3 will be the Monday, October the 27th, the last Monday in October. That's the tentative date. But the ad will be out next week, early next week because we have to get all the information and all the details before we put it out there.
Okay.
Right? So that level 3 is a step up from level 1, 2, and 3. So we offer the level 3.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
So that is level 3.
That is level 3, yeah. Yeah.
And that is recognized?
80 countries around the world.
80 countries around the world.
Yeah. We have a payment plan as normal. We have a payment plan for it as well. It's going to be part-time and full-time. Full-time going to be 4 days of the week. Part-time going to be 2 days for the week. And they're going to be, some of the theory classes will be online. So it'll make it easier for you guys at home, if you're at home as well. Part-time will be important because a lot of people who in the industry are already inquiring about the part-time. So that flyer will be ready by Monday and we will release that information from next week.
All right, brilliant, man. Yeah. So people make sure and check out Chef and get in on it. Let's see. Let me see here. Let me just give all some of the messages we got this morning. The TNT Challengers or the TNT Matadors? God. Lord, how Matadors get in there? The Trinidad and Tobago Mighty Conquerors. Is another name we got. But you see, we haven't conquered anything. So you can't say conquerors. Right? Somebody said in Trinidad and Tobago, Kaiso Kickers. All right, the Kaiso Kickers. The Trinidad and Tobago Bacchanal Boys. The Bacchanal Boys. That one have a little ring to it, you know. You know we like Bacchanal in Trinidad. The Trinidad and Tobago Bacchanal Boys. What else we got here? The Trinidad and Tobago Dynamites. Oh boy. People, boy. Trinidad SC Warriors. Oh God, I Chinese soccer. All right. I don't know what that means. All right, I'm just going through a few of the messages we got this morning. The Trinbago Warriors. The Trinbago Warriors, alternative to Soca Warriors, Chutney Warriors, or Kaiso Warriors. I know. Somebody said here, the Kaisoka Army Squad. What? Or the Kaisoka Squad. The Kaisoka Squad. The Calypso Boys. I don't know if we ever had a Calypso. We had Calypso girls. The Calypso Boys.
If I remember, I think Netball had a Calypso
Boys isn't so bad, you know.
I think Netball had a Calypso girls. I think so. I could be wrong.
What else we have here? We have another one here. The Trinbago Titans. Well, I mean, that's an NFL football team.
Yeah,
the
that's
Titans.
more American, yeah. More American.
Yeah. Let me see what else we have here. This ain't bad at all. The Soca Squad or the Soca Army?
Soca Army.
The Soca Army or the Soca Squad? Yeah, because the man who come up with the name Soca Warriors, he don't own the name Soca or Warriors, you know.
No.
He just, what he has the intellectual property rights to is the Soca Warriors name, but he don't own either one of the names. So you could, you know what I mean? But I think removing Warriors and replacing it with Squad. So if you don't want to go back to the Strike Squad, you just say the Soca Squad. That is all. That is not so bad.
Yeah.
Or the Soca Boys. As some people suggested the name Boys at the end.
Yeah.
The Soca Boys. Right? What else you have? No, they cannot use Trinidad Red Force. That's Trinidad, that the previous day before Trinbago Night Riders.
Yeah.
Somebody said Trinidad Tobago United. No, that's sounding like a club. We're talking country here. What else we have? We have some suggestions. We had some good stuff. I like that, you know, the Soca Squad. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Soca Squad.
Somebody said Trinidad Tobago Calypso Stars. RWB Giants? What?
RW.
Somebody said Calypso Warriors or Calypso Boys.
Like how that the
Somebody
reggae
said
boys.
that's the TNT Squad. The Trinidad and Tobago Tornadoes. Well, we don't get tornadoes here, so.
Hurricane, you get hurricane.
Right. The Trinidad and Tobago Tabanca Strikers. Trinity Strikers. I kind of feeling us.
Yeah.
Somebody said the rhythm warriors or the rhythm boys.
Mm-hmm.
The soccer gladiators.
Wow.
I ain't feeling that one at all. Trinidad and Tobago Strike Force, Trinidad and Tobago Football Squad. I feeling it just now. I'm going back to the phone line just now. But I kind of feeling it, you know. I'm feeling that Soca Squad, you know.
Yeah.
Either the Soca Squad or the Soca Boys. Not so about the Bacchanal Boys. The Bacchanal Boys is like a...
Otabanca.
That's like a group a crew that has go to a fete. Or some kind of thing now.
Fete match team.
But the Soca Squad and so bad, you know, the Soca Boys.
Because you had the reggae boys.
Huh?
Because you had the reggae boys.
That the reggae boys.
Yeah.
So why we can't be the Soca Boys or the Soca Squad? I wonder if nobody didn't submit that to TTFA. Who's TTFA surveyed? To be honest, like who they surveyed? Who did they ask? You know what I mean? I mean, all these suggestions haven't been like, whoa, over the top, but I mean, that kind of, that I could live for that. The Trinidad and Tobago Soca Squad.
TFA? They might ask ESPN.
Yeah, or Soca Boys.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And you could print jerseys, I'm a Soca boy. Or I'm a Soca girl. Or whatever. They do the female in it now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Correct.
Something like that now, boy. That marketable, you know.
Yep.
All right. I find that
Yeah, for that.
that could work.
That could work.
That could work, chef.
That could work.
Yeah.
That could work.
Anyway, put up the NIS problem for me. Like I told you all, I found an article. There are two things I want to highlight here. I also want to highlight something that came out from a staunch PNM that I was very surprised at the post that this person put, because this person is real die-hard PNM. But they put up a post, and I just want to make mention of it. But Petrotrin and TSTT sackings slice off $10 million a month in NIB contributions. Remember yesterday, we spoke about the problem, the actuarial report that came out saying that the NIS fund would be exhausted by 2033, 2034. I'm going to read you from an article printed the 15th of the 12th, 2018. I think it was in 2018 that they shut down the refinery. I think so. And this is what the headline, that is the headline there. This is what the story said. Within 1 year, over 26,000 people have dropped out of the National Insurance Board's database, further jeopardizing its ability to make payments. According to data provided by NIB on June 30th, 2017, there were 479,036 people in the database paying national insurance contributions monthly. By June 30th of this year, which would have been 2018, that number had shrunk to 452,234 people, a total of 26,802 people less. Those figures, however, do not account for the either 4,700 Petrotrin employees retrenched weeks ago, or the 554 TSTT employees sent home within the last month. National insurance is a compulsory deduction from the salary of workers over the age of 16 and covers all who are employed and registered. Right? Now, what the article goes on to say, long and short, is that, as the headline implies, which is pretty much straightforward and to the point, is that Petrotrin and TSTT workers that were sacked, so the shutting down of the refinery that sent home 4,700 workers, and the sacking of the TSTT workers, the 554 workers at TSTT, would have taken $10 million a month off of the NIB contributions. Right? That's 120 million a year. So when you work that 120 million by 7, because we're in 2025, right? So we had to work it by 7. So when you look at that actuarial report and the problems that the NIS fund is in, and Dave Tanku, the Minister of Finance, said he's going to deal with that in the budget. We have to wait and hear what he's going to say about NIB. But Chef, you and all could understand this is basic mathematics. Any fund, business, organization, whatever you want to call it, that loses $10 million a month is bound to run in, to end up hitting rock bottom. That is significant losses at a very rapid rate. Like I said, that's 10 million a month, but you multiply that by 12, that is $120 million a year. And if you multiply that further, that's almost $1 billion over a 7-year period. And I have told you all and shown you all the difference between $1 million and $1 billion. I went through that already. I don't want to go through that again. It's a huge difference. So that is why you have many millionaires in the world. Man who are 100 million, 200 million, 300 million. You understand? They're millionaires, right? You have millionaires, multi-millionaires. You have plenty of them in the world. But billionaires are very hard to come by because it is no small gap between $1 million and $1 billion. It's any simple procedure of changing an M into a B. It don't work so. It's a lot of money difference. So when over a 7-year period, you have a fund that has lost nearly $1 billion in revenue or contributions, then it should be no surprise for anybody why that actuarial report is saying what it is saying. And of course, we have to thank the previous administration for that problem that we face today. That cannot be denied. You shut down the refinery in 2018. TSCT workers went home. The NIB fund started to lose $10 million a month, according to that article. And now you're 7 years down the road where you have lost almost $1 billion in contributions. And that led to them now wanting to raise the retirement age to 65 to try and bring money back into the system, right? But that is a huge loss. You understand? Everything is right there for you if you go back and look for it. You understand what I'm saying? So we have that. Because after this, I just want to open the phone line and take calls, right? I want to highlight, somebody said what here? The Trinbago Avengers. That's not too marvelous. That's like a movie coming to, like some Marvel movie that coming to yeah. The Soca Steelers, as of the steel pan. Soca Boys. Somebody saying Soca Boys. Somebody saying the Soca Boys. And not my suggestion is the Trinbago Warriors. I don't think they should go back with Warriors. Oh God, no. Remember somebody said the RWB Giants? They gave us the meaning of RWB. The red, white, and black Giants. Nah. Ain't feeling that one. I ain't feeling that one at all. Soca Strikers. Soca Strikers ain't bad. Soca strikers ain't bad. Soca strikers, soca boys, they ain't so bad at all. I don't know why the TTFA didn't get those suggestions. You know what I mean? I feel TTFA and them come up with that name, you know, and tell everybody went and do a survey and get 1,000 names. You tell me out of 1,000 names, all they choose Carnival King? You understand what I tell you? Yeah, where did they do that survey? Anyway, now on social media, we have to acknowledge some good things that took place. The first of which has to do, you know, usually there is a lot of hate and animosity, vindictiveness, and division between PNM diehard and UNC diehard people. I have always held the position that you can. Why am people calling me on my phone right now when I'm working? Right. You cannot, and sorry, oh God, they make me lose my frame of thought there, you know. There's always been this great bias between both supporters, right? The diehards, right? The diehards. Where you usually find a lot of insults are thrown back and forth. You have race-baiting issues that take place, things like that, right? Now, there was a post put out yesterday, or recently, by, just a while, let me pull it up here, let me pull up the post. By Shoma Wilson. Shoma Wilson, let me Shoma Wilson one. Now, I must say, I'm going to read you the post, eh? If you know who Shoma Wilson is, you could just go and visit her page, right? She is a PNM. PNM, right? I think, if I'm not mistaken, Kareem Marcel could be a son, I think. I think Kareem Marcel is a son. And he is, well, obviously a MP for PNM now, right? Right? If I'm accurate with what I'm saying. Now, I'll go back to the diehard situation where insults are thrown back and forth as if we are not all Trinbagonians. As if sport don't bring us together and we just forget all that nonsense. Right? But they always have this Balize versus Rising Sun, red versus yellow, PNM versus UNC war among some of the base, right? So it's very rare when you see a diehard PNM, right? Put out a post like this. So recently, the Prime Minister who has left for the UN General Assembly, she appointed Julian John, and mind you, Julian John is the next leader of the UNC, in case all you don't know, right? So she appointed Julian John to act as Prime Minister. And Sherma Williams put out this post on social media. Congratulations, Julian John, MP for Couva North, on your appointment as acting Prime Minister, a well-deserved recognition. I met Ms. John when I became an employee at the HEC in 2013. She was the managing director at the time. Since then, I've had immense admiration for both her and her work ethic, which is filled with passion, dedication, and long hours, as well as her drive to bring out the best in her staff. As a matter of fact, she was instrumental in me being hired because at the time there was a need for community officers at the social department, and she immediately posed her confidence in me as a community/social activist with no letters to my name, and placed me on a special project in Beetham Gardens. She then transferred me to HEC South office to take up another project in San Fernando at Carlton Lane and Corinth Gardens, respectively, which lasted for a duration of 2 years. But my love for San Fernando went beyond Aunt Lisa Durham, right, my project partner. Her confidence in me to deliver on these projects no doubt gave me the courage and motivation to bring out the best I had, and the results were excellent. Yes, some say that she's tough, rough, and at times, some say she's tough and rough at times, but in the end, she turned out to be a gift to us, to all of us. She brought about a lot of great changes and improvements in the company, which our clients also benefited from up to today. Ms. John, my love and respect for you goes beyond words. Over to you, Madam PM Acting. Now, she didn't put any politics in there, right? She didn't come out waving any political colors or flags or bias or anything. She just dealt with Jolene John, congratulated Jolene John on the merit of Jolene John, on the character that Jolene John has, the work ethic. Everybody knows that Jolene John, I have often said, Jolene John is the female version to Jack Warner. She's the only other person I've seen with that. She's a machine. I don't think Jolene John is human. I think they put her together in a lab and sent her out. I'm telling you, Jolene John is a machine. All of them who work in ministry or works right now, and Jolene John is your boss. After this budget, buckle up, Buckle your seatbelt, because you're in for a ride. You see all that nonsense that has been going on? Bet your bottom dollar. All that go and come to an end, All you understand, that woman don't play. She come to work. Sign her up. You understand? But it was refreshing, given the society that we live in, where everybody have a political bias. Nobody's independent. And if anybody's independent, very few people. And quite often, when you have your political bias, it is very hard to control your emotions when acknowledging something. So that while even there are people that while they acknowledge something, they will still slip in the little underhand political shots now. But this wasn't a post of that nature. This was what I could, having read it 2 or 3 times, this was a genuine acknowledgement of somebody who is not only a hard worker, someone of staunch character and integrity, but a genuine acknowledgement of the person's success and the relationship between the two, although they may not see eye to eye on political affiliation. You understand? It does not mean that I can't acknowledge that person on their merit. And let me tell you something, I've said it already. That is how we're supposed to vote. You see that post there is a perfect example of how you're supposed to vote. When an election comes around, you vote for the best candidate, not the candidate that represents your political bias. And people don't, unfortunately, people are not elected on merit. A lot of good people have lost elections in constituencies based on them being either red or yellow, and they're going into a zone which is, not in their favor. And you lose a person that may have been able to do the job 10 times better than the person that represented represented for the other political party, because that is a stronghold. And you lose a good person because you're not voting on merit, you're voting on party. Right? But it was refreshing in the political arena that we're in. It's a good thing. You understand? And I wish we could see more of that. It does not always have to be about insults and race baiting and fear mongering and that type of nonsense. You could just acknowledge somebody for what they're worth. You know what I mean? And it doesn't take anything away. When the political fight is on, it's on. But when it's not, we could step back and we could say, yeah. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I'll leave that right there. Another thing that I wanted to highlight very quickly here was the Commissioner of Police. Some of you might think this is a small thing, but I think this is a big thing. When you have, let me just see, what did I label it? The kidnap victim? Right, line up the kidnap victim for me. So, the victim that was, oh gosh, I forget the lady's name, yes, oh God, I'm so embarrassed. But nevertheless, you'll get the name in the report here. This is a lady that was kidnapped recently, and the TTPS found her, they rescued her, and she thought that it would be a terrific gesture to acknowledge the Commissioner of Police and give him a little gesture of her appreciation. Because when somebody snatch you and kidnap you and blindfold you, it ain't a nice thing, it's a scary thing. That is a horrible ordeal for anybody to go through. All right, you don't know if you're going to live, if you're going to die, you don't know what is going to be happen, especially what is going to happen, especially when you're a female, you don't know if they're going to rape you. You understand what I'm saying? So it's a horrifying experience, and I can just imagine that, you know, when someone is rescued, the relief that they feel. So I'm going to take you to that report, and while I take you to that report, Chef intends that that Walker Bamboo Cathedral will be taken away this morning because we have curry chicken now. Yes, Guyana. We currying it here. We curry earlier in the final, and we currying chicken this morning. So we have it here, and I will get to that soon enough. But taking this nice story here with the, just a terrific gesture to the Commissioner of Police. And we're going to take a break and then come back and take phone calls all the way to the top. Stay tuned.
Kidnapping survivor Janky Karim met with Commissioner of Police Alistair Guevara on Thursday to personally express her gratitude to the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service for their swift action, professionalism, and commitment that ensured her safe rescue. Mrs. Karim presented a token of appreciation to the Commissioner and extended heartfelt thanks on behalf of her family. Commissioner Guevara noted that while the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service fulfilled its sworn duty to protect and to serve, the act of gratitude was appreciated. He called on every citizen to join hands in stronger partnership with the TTPS to build a safer and more secure Trinidad and Tobago. Mrs. Karim was abducted in front of her husband and son from the family's Toyota Hilux on July 13th by armed assailants. She was rescued by police 8 days later in Rampanalgas along the Toko Main Road. During her rescue, an armed male suspect was shot in an exchange with police. He later died at hospital. Kidnapping survivor.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Protection that moves to your beat. Protect your home with Armor Security. With 24/7 monitoring, instant alerts, motion sensors, and rapid response, you and your loved ones stay protected day and night. Sign up for the Protector or Commander package today and get a free security camera and installation. Armor Security, powered by Flow, in partnership with All Pro Security. We keep your rhythm flowing. Visit us in-store or online at discoverflow.co for more details.
Hey, boy, oh, boy. What are going on? You looking stressed out? Why, if you need no real pressure right now, trying to register for my associate degree? It's real expensive, plus I have no maths. I didn't pass maths. Real pressure. You know what to do, are you? Oh, you looking happy, so?
But I must be happy. I get all my subjects, plus I get one in law. So I'm looking to go and register to do my law degree right now.
Serious?
But why you didn't do Form 6 like me? In LS, it's free, plus your parents could save money for your university as well. And you could even do your maths at the same time.
I could do over my maths?
I'm telling you. Let me go now and register.
I have to go and sign up for it.
But you sticking, you should have come here a long time, you know.
Right? I'm so glad you tell me about this. I'm really thankful. Like,
We offer a wide range of CSEC subjects and SAT prep classes. We are tried, trusted, and proven.
Welcome to South Point Hotel Barbados, your gateway to a luxury oasis of tranquility, comfort, and impeccable service. Nestled along the popular south coast of Barbados, South Point Hotel is a true haven for those seeking relaxation, rejuvenation, and unforgettable experiences. From the moment you arrive, you'll be enveloped by an ambiance of serenity that effortlessly blends with the stunning flora and fauna surrounding you. The accommodations are spacious, elegant, and thoughtfully designed to ensure maximum comfort. Each room offers a perfect retreat where you can unwind, rejuvenate, and be pampered with the exceptional service of attentive staff. Indulge in the extraordinary at Driftwood, the in-house restaurant where culinary excellence meets coastal charm. Driftwood's menu is a celebration of fresh, local ingredients, expertly crafted to create a dining experience that will take your palate on a delightful gastronomic journey the Bajan way. Whether you're here to relax by the pool, enjoy a delicious meal, or explore the enchanting beaches nearby, every moment at South Point Hotel is crafted to exceed your expectations. Book your stay today and immerse yourself in the luxury oasis that South Point Hotel offers. Discover a destination where every detail is thoughtfully curated for your enjoyment. South Point Hotel Barbados, creating memories that last a lifetime. For reservations, email them at reservations@southpointhotelbarbados.com or call 1246-424-7744 or check out the website www.southpointbarbados.com. Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisha high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisha flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisha Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisha Limited. Quality you can trust.
Air conditioning problems? Then look no further. A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an easy solution for all your automotive, commercial, and domestic air conditioning needs. With 2 convenient locations to serve you, A&K Air Conditioning Supplies offers you an extensive range of parts and services, including pressure test kits, refrigerator parts, front and rear evaporators for maxi taxis. They also cater for both foreign and local automobile models like Kia, Hyundai, Honda, Nissan, and more. So pay them a visit today at either of their 2 locations. Number 36 Alfonso Street, Sangre Grande. Phone 784-2707 or 386-5700. And number 133 Corner Roland Street and Bonaventure Main Road, Gasparillo. Phone 312-2245 or 782-9720.
Open minds education, Trinidad and Tobago. Hear me now. Click in, level up. School up on your phone, you know.
Learn today, lead tomorrow. We're ready for your growth. Farm 5C6 adult class, take the oath. No traffic, no stress, just log in and post. Open minds education, TNT we both.
You want pass exam? Cool, we sort that. Replay the lesson till the knowledge lock back. Real teacher with feedback, no copy, no chat.
Welcome to Car City Trading, your #1 supply of brand new Korean auto parts. Come on down to lot number 78, Bamboo Settlement number 2, Valsain, between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday to Friday and 8 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Saturday to get your Hyundai and Kia vehicular needs. Car City Trading has everything your vehicle needs, from a brand new head and blocks to engine parts, transmissions, suspension parts, body parts, electrical parts, braking system, AC system, even the smallest sensor and much more. WhatsApp us today at 704-2246 or call us at 645-2603 and let us be your car parts solution. Be sure to find us on Facebook, Instagram and TikTok and look out for our monthly deals and promotions. Car City Trading, quality products at unbeatable prices.
The critics will be angry this morning. Let the critics be angry.
Yeah.
I know the critics this morning.
Yeah.
All you know I unconventional, so all you know what to do. Expect me to eat while all you talk. 327-7400. 19 minutes away from the hour of 8 o'clock. Let's get cracking. Go to the phone line, get your thoughts. Somebody said the Calypso boys, the Ibis boys.
Ibis boys. Oh, they're going to the birds.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, they're going to the birds now. Yeah, what's going on?
Right. A couple of things. Let me talk to Jillian John and congratulations on her appointment.
Right.
And as you rightly said, she is a clone of Jack Warner. Isn't that amazing? No. If we basically say she's a clone of Jack Warner, what will we say about Cummins and Going, Small Pin, and by extension the whole of U13? Will we call them clones of O'Halloran? Remember, Halloran was the master corrupter who was the executor of Eric Williams' will.
Right.
So that's what, right. The other quick point I want to say, a number of people haven't listened carefully to what the Commissioner of Police said. He said the opposition most likely want him to fail with his endeavors. What that tells you, that signal to me that he might have information linking the PNM to the continuation of crime for the last 10 years. And that is an amazing statement. And the fact that that is so, I tend to believe that because he was the special branch person, you know, so you will have all sorts of information with respect from the Americans. You remember they say the trafficking in women and things. They say was government official involved in it. He would have a hands-on for information. So that is a very, very critical statement. The PNM want him to fail because the one crime, basically, that is why he sued him to continue.
Okay.
Have a nice morning.
All right. Thanks a lot. Thanks for your thoughts. Hello, good morning.
Hey, morning, Stefan.
Yeah, go ahead.
Jillian John is right now, I think, is one of the more experienced people within the party, and I think it was a well accepted choice of somebody who could act as Prime Minister. So it wasn't really surprising when I heard the different views of persons towards that. And I want to say too that by and large, a diehard PNM reaching over the fence to say that's a good one. To me, just to me, I think I see that a lot on the ground. I see it a lot on the ground. I think it wasn't surprising then.
Right.
It wasn't surprising. It was good to note, and I think it's good for you to highlight it as well too, because by and large, based of your show, what I observe, and when neighbor tell me people just vex when I say certain thing, I don't know.
No, but you can't study. You can't study that. You see, we live in a world of opinions.
No.
Hold on. We live in a, people have to understand this. It's not just for you two, but everybody. We live in a world of opinions. Not everybody agrees on everything. And everybody is entitled to an opinion. Your opinion would be based on how you see something. So, therefore, I've always said, if I see something one way, it doesn't mean I'm right. Because I might miss, part of it, or maybe I might be biased towards something in the story that would make me lean towards that. But when somebody has a difference of opinion, or a different opinion to me, and they bring their opinion to me and I take it in, and I could pick apart whether it makes sense or not, or what parts of it make sense, and then it could fill the gap in what I may have missed. You understand?
Yeah.
So
I think more people thinking our way is only better for the democracy that we have.
Right.
So this issue with the commissioner, I all for showing gratitude, and the commissioner is new, and I this is my personal take. I didn't like, the only thing I didn't like about Guy Griffith and this commissioner is that a lot of things is do in front of the camera, a lot of things like that. It's like if I got a sense of kind of politics with the office, and I see commissioners work already and they do a lot of things, and people tell commissioner thanks and they didn't want no cameras are wrong and that kind of thing. So that my take. Maybe they just me, but I do like a commissioner politics in the office. So.
No problem. Cool, man. Well, I wouldn't say political. I would say that PR. It's just good public relations. And Gary was excellent at that, at public relations. Every little thing he would highlight it. Make sure that it's in the media. You would come out and, it's just public relations. And you need a PR department in any business that you have, in any position that you hold, because you would either need to highlight good things or to do damage control. Either way, you need a PR department. Morning.
Morning.
What's up, man?
Morning. Yeah, Julian John is about due diligence and no nonsense.
Yeah.
So it's a good thing.
Yeah.
And there are others who will also be tested and tried as the period goes along. As far as Roger Alexander is concerned, as the minister, whatever recommendation comes in, he will have to sign up on that based on law and what will stand up in court. The people who make a noise and things against him in the public domain, the charges against the guy will have to be tested in court, not these little foolishness that they're talking about on the outside.
Right.
We need all hands on deck. Johnny is a good guy. We will assess him when the time comes. Up in the north, we have the reggae boys. Down in the south, we have the Stoker boys. But we ain't really looking for name. We're looking for players and a good coach.
We're looking for results.
You know, like this morning we did Accra, curry chicken and bake. Yes, this man will never get married, boy. The weekend start nice already. Then we have to cook like you. What? But I ain't seen the drink. What drink we have, Morby?
Where's that?
What we have? What's the drink to go along with that?
Nah, you give me no drink, boy. You give me water, give me water, give me water. Again water.
Well, the diet that you on ain't gonna work. Tell all them people on the show who trying to get slim, it ain't gonna work. Chef
Yeah, boy.
One day and spoil that.
Chef just come and pass poking my wheel right through, boy.
Yeah, the weekend's not happy. Them boy, the back there, them more than happy. Them mustn't sleep now.
Oh yeah, because I don't hear them at all when Chef here, you know. They don't make no noise in the back, you know.
I think that Chef here, yeah, we going. Thank you very much, man.
Yeah, man, don't see.
The weekend start with it.
All right, man, cool. I was waiting for somebody to say that, eh? Although I think we would like to have a new name, if that's what they're looking for. But I was actually waiting for somebody to say, well, Stefan, I don't think the name important, you know. I think we're looking for results. I was waiting on that, you know. Oh, go up, Mr. One, too. Lord Father. That's not, let me just clear this phone here. All right, that's not, hold on. Don't tell me it freeze, you know. Oh, Lord. Fellas. Oh, wait, hold on. I think I know, that's now. Like so much call coming in, the phone freezes. All right, it now catch itself. Right, we now get back. Right, good. We going. Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning, Stefan.
Yeah, man, go ahead.
Yes, well, I have no disappointment, disappointment pertaining to the electing of Mr. Julian John. That is a good choice. But I want to say this, and I'm going to try to keep this in the public space. You see this Brian Lara promenade in Port of Spain. Good morning to you, brother Brian Lara. You see that promenade?
Yeah.
See that promenade? Please, Mr. Alexander, Minister of National Security, you people, please shut down the promenade. Just shut it down. That is a criminal enterprise there. Every vendor, just move these people. Let me tell you what's going on the promenade, right? If you're on the promenade, you're passing through on the promenade, a man snatching your train and running east from you. And while you're running east, the only station you could report that incident is in the east too.
Right. No. You can report it anywhere.
No, I took him the closer I want to west part this thing going by the cathedral along with the cathedral there. You see that area there? Condemn that area. Remove down to the bench and them and all. Just remove everything, make it a passing area for people to go home. It will serve the people. And you see people not reporting these things because they see when it happens to them, it's so scary. You can't afford to be coming from work. You might have a little tension on the neck to make you look.
Hello? Oh God, I lost him there. I lost you there, my brother. But I could take one more. All right, I'll take one more here. Let me see if I get this one in. Hello, good morning. Maybe I could take two if this one quick enough. Hello, good morning. What's going on there? Morning? All right, nothing there. Answer, no response. Let me see if I get this here. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Trinidad and Tobago hopefuls.
What's that?
Trinidad and Tobago hopefuls.
The Trinidad and Tobago hopefuls?
Yeah.
All right, Judy, no problem. The Trinidad and Tobago hopefuls, yes, Lord Father. Let me see if I take this one. Hello, good morning.
Morning, Stefan Rees.
Yes, sir, go ahead.
TNT, Soca Chutney Kings. TNT, Soca Chutney Kings.
TNT, Soca
Chutney Kings.
Chutney Kings. The TNT Soca Chutney Kings. All right, no problem.
Yes, sir. Thanks, man.
Sorry. Oh, good. I was. All right. Hello, good morning. Sorry, I called. I thought you had end off there. Hello, good morning. I like the soca. Listen, I like either the soca boys or the soca squad. Yeah, go ahead, Barak Paul.
Morning, Stefan.
Yes, sir.
Three names came up with the present climate of where we are today in Trinidad and Tobago. You see what Chef just mentioned there about chop seasoning? Nothing to run out from it.
Yeah.
We could put the Trinidad and Tobago chop seasoning footballers. Nothing running out from them. The other name I could suggest is the Ibis boys, the Scarlet Ibis boys. They just fly out and only come to sleep in the night. And they red, they had your colors and everything. So we don't see them in the day, and they just fly out. They don't run or nothing, and they only come and sleep. And the last name is the Trinidad and Tobago Dragon Boys. You invest a lot, you spend a lot, and the deal don't ever come through. It don't materialize. So that's the three names I could see in the pleasant climate, or the philosophy of physics, where light travel faster than sound. You just see them, they just look good, but then when they start to play, we realize what really happens. So that is all we could do again. Right?
Yeah, no problem, man.
And I just always say, you see name and thing, don't get too carried out with name. Give me performance.
Performance, like what we want. We want performance.
You understand?
Yeah.
Call me what you want, but when you see a perform, then make a judgment. Have a good morning, Stefan. Enjoy the weekend, and boy, you know you just mama guy yourself that you're exercising and all this kind of thing, you know. One Friday with Chef and all that, let's just go down the drain.
I'm telling you,
Take
but
care, man.
yeah, no problem.
Yeah.
But I'm a boy. He does make sure happy. He make sure they're happy in the back too. That's it for phone calls this morning. I actually have to take the final break and come back with the birthdays. I have a funeral to go to this morning. My aunt died. Well, my grandmother's sister, and Auntie Baba. Let me see. Before I go to the break, Safety Rigging and Lifting Services Limited. Let me remind you about them because they have over 2 decades of experience in rigging and lifting operations in the construction, oil and gas industry, and services are available for offshore and land, process gas maintenance of projects, shutdowns, turnarounds, etc. Some of their specialized services include lifting and rigging awareness training, aligning and contracting companies to client-specific requirements, supervision, coverage, and that's during planned projects and TARs, auditing and visual inspection, documentation reviews, policy review and development, site visits, both on land and offshore, rigging loft management, as well as risk assessment for lift operations. So they offer expert guidance and support ensuring safety, efficiency, and compliance with industry standards, regulations, and legislation. Their services are not limited to Trinidad and Tobago, as they can also provide these services in the Caribbean and South America. So for more information, feel free to contact them on 868-774-1498, or you can visit their website, safetyriggingandliftingconsultancy.com. All right, make sure to check them out today. And of course, we got Eden Heights. Eden Heights Clinic, one of the most advanced state-of-the-art alternative clinics in the Caribbean. And they offer that dynamic combination of life-changing treatments, including live blood analysis, helotherapy, nutritional programs, oxygen baths, and more. Consultation services are also available. And you can check them out at any one of their 3 locations in Trin City, Chaguanas, or Tobago. You can also give them a call on 640-8985 or 613-7571. WhatsApp them on 493-9196 or email them at edenheightsdistributors@gmail.com. And we're going to take our final break. When we come back, we got some birthdays and some acknowledgements. Stay tuned. We'll be back after this.
This is TNT's first gospel choir event of its kind. It's finally here. This is Divine Harmony. Choirs from all over the country will vie for over $250,000 in prizes. Semi-final round, the East-West Corridor, Saturday, September 20th, Central and South Trinidad, Saturday, September 27th, and Tobago, Saturday, October 4th. To register, call 719-9599. TNT, get ready. This is Divine Harmony.
Everybody say it.
Every day at the castle, long before we open our doors, our work begins. Our famous seasonings are mixed in advance. We select our fresh chicken parts and prep our delicious sides. Then we fire up the fryers and rotisserie oven. Everything is made with tasty local herbs, spices, and the same long-loved recipe since 1968. So, when you come in, remember that we uphold our culture and our taste just for you. We are your Royal Castle.
Attention all bakers, doubles vendors, roti makers. Try Chic Leisure high quality, unbleached, bromate free, all purpose and whole wheat flour. Bleached flour and bromate flour is treated with chemicals that can cause cancer, and this is banned in Europe and many other countries. Chic Leisure flour offers a healthier option, being that it's unbleached and bromate free. It also has a finer grain and a softer texture, lower priced and conveniently packaged in 2 pound, 2 kg, 10 kg and 25 kg bags. Available at groceries and supermarkets. For wholesale and retail prices, contact Chic Leisure Limited at 665-3336 or 480-8715 or visit them at Warrenville, Canupia. Chic Leisure Limited. Quality you can trust.
Concerned about the safety and security of your property? Then look no further. At Electromatic Gate Systems, they specialize in fabrication of gates, fencing, and much more. They also provide remote control access for sliding and swing gates and garage doors for residential, commercial, and industrial use. Have a design in mind? They can fabricate and motorize it into reality. Why choose them? They supply Italian-made motors backed by 10 years warranty, and you can ask about their lifetime warranty packages. Electromatic Gate Systems remains the sole authorized distributor for ProfoundNet throughout the Caribbean. Don't compromise your security. Contact them today at 333-GATE, that is 333-4283. Find them on Google, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, or visit their website at www.electromaticgates.com. Their team is standing by to assist.
Why just manage disease when you can reverse it? At Setwaya's Holistic Health Clinic, we don't just mask symptoms, we focus on reversing illness naturally. Imagine freedom from medications and the cycle of dependence. Our approach dives deep into uncovering root causes without herbs, tonics, or medications. From diabetes and heart disease to mental health, obesity, and more, our personalized care is transforming lives. Ready to begin? Book your consultation today. either in our San Fernando office or online. Call or WhatsApp 279-3935 or 761-1952. Your health journey starts now at Setwayo's Holistic Health Clinic, where transformation is within reach.
Okay, honey, let me call you back now. And now seeing her coming through the door, and I'm sure is the results she coming with. That's your father. He's so excited about these results. Let me see.
It's not looking very good.
Ooh, 5 in maths, 4 in English. This really not looking good. But don't worry. Just this morning, I see elders' classes advertised online. So we will go across to elders and let them put you on the right path, okay?
We offer a wide range of CSEC subjects and SAT prep classes. We are tried, trusted, and proven.
If you're planning an event, make us your first option. At Reality of a Dream, we can make your event memorable. We can assist in planning your corporate functions, moderate gatherings, family occasions, christenings, and more. We also cater for weddings and other special occasions. Our newly renovated venue includes a majestic entryway, which takes you along a path to a fantastic indoor facility which can accommodate up to 80 dining guests. A recently completed fully air-conditioned, beautifully designed wing, which maintains the theme and flow of Reality of a Dream, adds 30 extra seats for dining guests. In total, we can now seat a total of 110 dining guests. Come see for yourself the splendor that awaits you. Walk along the path and make your way to the breathtaking, well-maintained swimming pool and gazebo, and also the entire grounds of Reality of a Dream. We've also updated the Dream Suite, which comes with all modern conveniences, where guests can enjoy the feeling of an exquisite retreat overlooking the entire area. Reality of a Dream caters to professional events. We provide secured parking for guests, so call us at 332-6880 and ask for Harriet, located at number 15 Moses Avenue, San Juan. Reality of a Dream, making dreams come true every day.
All right, so we're back. We're going to wrap things up for this morning, people. As we return, we got the birthdays, and of course, we're going to get to those now. Let me see how much they are. How much of them you have? Oh, 12. Wow. Well, you can't count mine twice. I just sent only 2 pictures now. You counted once? All right, but you had the 2 pictures. All right. So, we're going to get things started. So, today's the 26th of September, and it's a very emotional day for me. Today would have been my father's birthday. Oh. Right? So, I had to go. Well, and coincidentally, no, well, not yet. I'm coming on the line, you know. Yeah, I'm coming on the line, I ain't got the picture yet. When I reach my thing now, right? Or we go leave it for last. Right? So when you see mine coming down, you just skip it and we'll leave it for last, right? And coincidentally, I have a funeral to go to today. This morning, a 9 a.m. funeral. Yeah. I didn't know people get buried, so I don't know on a Friday, right? Anyway, we're going to get to these birthdays. So good morning, Stefan, sending birthday wishes to my beautiful sister, Indra Gobin. We wanted to know that we love and appreciate her. May God continue to bless her. It's coming from her mom, darling sisters Tara and Shirley, brother Ken, and the rest of the family. So happy birthday going out to Indra. Okay, this one is from Lana. Lana is same thing from her father. So we're going to the third one. Good morning, Stefan and team. I would like to wish my dearest brother-in-law a happy birthday, wishing him all God's blessings and more blessings. This is coming from his miserable but loving sister-in-law, Anita Black. Have a blessed weekend, Stefan, and pleasant morning to Chef Shiraz. Chef, you get a morning, boy. Yeah, Anita is a past student, not so? Yeah, man.
Nice one.
Also, sending out birthday greetings to our son, Jamal Changur, whose birthday is today, and also birthday greetings to our other son, Sean Changur, aka DJ Sean 9.0, whose birthday is tomorrow, Saturday 27th of September. Papa, yo, this is an expensive weekend for all you. Wishing them all the best and may their dreams come true. This is coming from mom and dad, Narayan and Geeta, sister Candice and husband Ryan, our adorable granddaughter Charlotte, not forgetting their sister in heaven, Dr. Princess Changur. All right, so the first picture there with the guy in the suit, that is Jamal, and the other picture in the graduation, the second picture, yeah, that's Jamal. All right, but they thought it was the same man. Right, and this is Sean. All right, so Sean and of course Jamal, happy birthday to you guys this weekend, man. Today and tomorrow. Right, here we go. Happy birthday to Elijah Jadu, who will be celebrating his 10th birthday on Sunday, the 28th of September, 2025. You are a loving and amazing child. May God continue to bless you always. Love coming from dad, mom, brother, grandma, and grandpa. All right, man. Love all the time, Elijah. Yeah. And here we go. Happy birthday going out to Renako, all the way in Brooklyn, New York. Love from dad, Shanto, and brothers and sisters. So Renako, nice man. Have a great birthday today, man. Enjoy it. Out in Brooklyn. Where Brooklyn at? We're going to skip mine because we're doing mine last. So we're going to Miel Kwashi. Yeah. Are you on the ball, man? Good morning. I'd like to send birthday greetings to Isa Roll, or is it, am I saying that right? ISA, Isa?
Yeah.
R-O-L-L-E. Roll?
Roll.
I think so. As she turns 9 years on September the 27th, greetings coming from her mother, brother, Nikolai, and, sorry, her mother, her brother Nikolai, her auntie and uncle, cousins, and her grandfather, Mr. Winston Albert, a regular listener to the program. Winston, what's going on? Morning, my brother. And happy birthday going out to Isa. Then we got happy and blessed birthday to Devika Sahadio. We didn't do this one already? Did we do this one already? I know, yeah. But it's it again. All right. Right, Devika Sahadio, wishing her a wonderful day and good health, happiness, and long life. From Monica and Kishore. So happy birthday going out to Devika. Also, happy 11th birthday today going out to Surai Jack. All right? All God's richest blessings to you. And this from your mom, your dad, your grandparents, your aunts, and your uncle. All right? And I hope you enjoy your day. Surai. S-R-A-I.
Surai.
Surai. Yeah. Let's get some tricky ones, you know.
Yeah.
Also, birthday greetings going out to Mr. Henry Jack of Dalu Road in Gasparillo. Please send birthday greetings to my grandfather. He'll be turning 87 on Saturday. Thank you for all that you do. My grandfather watches your show every morning. And yeah, man, happy birthday to you, 87, man. Looking young.
Nice.
That's a good looking 87. Yeah, man. Yeah. All right, and finally, today's 26th of September. Those of you watching the program, you know my father passed away in 2022 in October, so next month. You know, this man, you know, I don't know, you know. He will do it to me, you know. So this is me and my two brothers, Anthony and Christian, my father. That was at a weekend in Balandra, early on. That was my father, Joy, his children, you know. And that was a real good weekend because he had all his sons. My sister passed away in 2006. And that was the apple of his eye. That was the eyeball. You know, they say they always have one child.
Yes.
Yeah, Sonia was my father, eyeball, you know. I don't think he ever recovered from losing her. But, you know, life is such a funny thing, you know. And It's just how life happens, boy, you know, and how things happen in life. This, of course, was him in his younger days. That's me and my sister. Of course, like I said, the apple of his eye, so he holding my sister in his arms. And I on the side of the bed there playing with a plane. Yeah, but that was Daddy, man. Daddy and you know, he didn't make joke with each other, you know. My father never hit me, you know. I never get licks from my father. And I still turn out good. You know, but I miss him. Yeah, a little stubborn still, but I still turn out good. But I miss my father.
You did well.
Yeah.
You did well.
Of course. You know, I miss my father every day. Yeah. You don't have a day that has passed and I don't think about my father. And 3 years down, I'm going into 3 years now, next month, without him. And I ain't lying. You see my youngest brother there in the black jersey? You see he? Anytime I go into any little ice call him, that fella have a way with words, boy. He's the youngest in the bunch, but like I don't know, boy. Like he get all the wisdom, boy, at a very young age. You know what I mean? The kind of wisdom he share with me.
He absorb plenty.
Well, the next one is he's a genius. The one in the stripes, Anthony. Anthony Anthony, for those who watching the program, Anthony employed at the Ministry of Education. He has been there for some years now, under the previous administration and now. And he actually heads up the IT department there. Very proud of him.
Nice, man.
I think he told me, he called me this week, and he tell me he's flying out for the first time. He live in Trinidad. Yeah, but he and his partners making a little line, and they're flying out and taking a little weekend. I think it's in Curacao or something.
Okay, nice one.
And he called me to tell me he gonna be leaving this weekend because he on holidays,
Okay.
He on real holiday, no public servant on his holidays. Yeah. Well, he on real, they're telling me he have to take his holidays because he wasn't taking holidays. He's a workaholic. And, you know, all I could say is, you know, I know, you know, I come to work here and have been coming to work here for 11 years now. And, you know, my father used to watch my show every morning, and just as my mother does and other family members. But I remember when I leave here and I go home and the repeat going on, my father watching the repeat too and the TV blasting it. I used to have to go home and lower the volume on the TV. Sometimes change the channel and he just lie down there. And he go, I said, so you ain't watching this morning? Right. And you know, you go to put on Let's Make a Deal and them kind of things. So watching game shows and things coming on later after. And I could only hope that, you know, he never tell me, but you must know, but you know, still now. He never say, you know, I'm proud of you, but I know he was proud of me. And you see them two fellas there? If it's the last thing my father tell me, I remember he tell me, he say, I'm ready to go, you know. I remember that. The last thing I do with him is we was watching, we sit on the bed there and we was watching Liverpool play Manchester City. Yeah. We beat only 1-0 that game, Salah scored the only goal. And he kind of smiled and he closed the eye and he went and take us and he dozed off now. And I was tired that day, boy, but you know, when he told me, he say, and this is the thing, people, for the younger people out there, they just tell you when they go in, you know, they just tell you. They just tell you. Like months before, my father carried me in Mukrapo Cemetery and he walked me, he go and walk in there, I get real vexed, boy, because I was there to see about my sister. And he going and looking all over, he walking, he want me walk all over the cemetery looking for his father grave. And he find it. He find his father grave. And he just watched me and he said, this is where I want to bury. But me ain't taking it on at that time, you know what I mean? But they just tell you, because
they signs,
they just say there's travel. I want to believe that I just feel I could have done more for my old man. You know? I just feel so. But I will forever feel so. You just always feel you could have done more. You know what I mean? And sometimes I just, you know, you just see people and in their 70s and 80s and I say, man, you know, my father could have been alive because he died at 68.
Yeah, boy.
Right? I would have really liked to have my father here with me, you know what I mean?
Serious.
My father is the person that I could have go to and just get, he just, you know what I mean, all the wisdom and thing that he had, he would have tell me, And he used to know, he used to say, what about in here, ting, 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 and just get me a piece of advice, and I apply that in life and overcome wherever, you know, that kind of way. So I just miss my old man dearly, you know, and I would have really liked to still have him here, and I still feel like I didn't do enough. I feel within myself I could have done more. Although my brothers and everybody around me say, nah, you do what you could have do, given, you know, whatever circumstances you was going through. But I just feel like I could have done more now.
Always there.
So I will carry that, I will bear that burden for the rest of my life. I know I'm telling you. You understand? I just still go to the cemetery and I just stand up by the grave there and talk with my old man. People might feel I'm mad, but I just do that.
It's good.
You know, I just feel like, you know, when I go there, I can't sit down in my room and do it. I just had to go there and do it. So
well,
today I had to go there.
That is good therapy too, eh? That is good therapy.
I just go and talk. I just go and talk to him, you know. But, you know, to people out there, you know, when they're telling you, listen carefully. They just tell you. I always used to hear that, and I didn't believe it until it happened to me with my old man. And I look back and I have my regrets. You know, that I could have do certain things, you know, at least leading up to the week and that kind of thing. And interestingly enough, I carried him for a checkup, you know, 2 weeks before he died. And the doctor called me back a week before he died and said, yeah, everything good with him. That the doctor tell me, you know. And I turn and I watch him, so and I say, what do you mean everything good? What about the lungs? Yeah, lungs, everything good. That means, right then for the medical, you know, I went, you know, the doctor called and tell me that, you know. So I know, I thinking, well, my father here for
more.
Right? And we go get back to the aquatherapy and all them things that I had him in. So now I say, all right, I'll take you back to the aquatherapy and thing, and we go bring you, and you know, get you back to, and boom, a week later, my father got a heart attack and dead in the bed. You know what I mean? You know, that was a big shock. But the last thing he tell me outside that he ready to go. He said, I'm ready to go. I said, go away. He said, good man, I ready to go. He said, but you see them two fellas, probably picture my two brothers there. I'm me and my sister, but he said, you see them two fellas there and my two nephews? He said, you see your two brothers and my grandchildren? Take care of them.
Yeah.
You understand? So from now till the rest of my life, them two fellas there, when they call me, I had to answer. Because they are the same age with my two nephews.
Oh.
Because my father had me when he was young, and he had them when he was a little older. He had them when he was my age.
Okay.
I 48. And it was around 47 or so that he had Anthony, and then he had Christian when he was about 48.
Okay.
Right? And Christian has tell me, well, P, he say P now, happy for short. He say, it's too late for you, know. Daddy had me wrong your age, it's too late for you, know. He's a pedal lyrics, you know what I mean? But, you know what I mean, that is my responsibility now. My two brothers and my two nephews. You know what I mean?
And the holy fort.
Yeah, I don't hold on.
Fort.
That one of the things he tell me. He said, make sure you don't abandon, you take care of them fellas and don't abandon them. Use the eldest, by far. Yeah. So that is my, you know, that's my mission. I don't get my itinerary already there with that concern, so what you gonna do? You know what I mean? But yeah, man. So I just wanted to say happy birthday to my father. Wish I was here, still miss you dearly. And yeah, I will continue to miss you and remember you. Chef, any little words before you go?
You know, I just continue with saying that for both parents and kids, cherish each other, man, because we can never tell.
Yeah, boy.
Cherish every day, cherish each other, and be good.
And oh yes, we have this picture of the youngsters here.
Yeah,
we have to acknowledge this before we go.
Yeah, Trinidad youngsters at Touring Cricket Academy. The boys then went to Canada last month for the normal, you know, we go different tours. It was very successful. We had a luncheon and a award ceremony on Wednesday for them, and they did well. And also, they got certificates. They were recognized by the councillor of Brampton in Canada and the MP, the Minister of Multiculturalism and the Minister of Citizenship, honored Trinidad and Tobago youngsters as well too. So we were happy for that we were recognized by the government officials in Canada as well too. So we want to say hats off to them and the parents who supported us as well too.
All right, man. All right, people. So we wrap up for today. Until Monday, do enjoy the rest of your weekend. Lots of football on.
Yeah.
I'm playing Crystal Palace tomorrow, so I go be up and about watching my game. Yeah, so until Monday, people, we will see you then.
Have a good weekend, man.
Have a safe one. We out.
Good morning. Welcome to Breaking Dawn.